taken wrong. And then I was like, what's up with my voice? Like, what would be so wrong about it? I'm I'm really not trying to target a specific audience. I mean, if I am, right? I am. I'm trying to target the audience that finds these ramblings entertaining, right? Find some value in it. Because I find the value in it. But then to reach out so I can know some more tidbits of what goes on in your mind, you know? Like, and that's where I would meet my soul fam. Because, man, to be understood and accepted and feel safe enough to put yourself out there authentically. I bet that's a really wonderful feeling. So I put myself out there in all of its awkwardness. And hopefully, all of the other laws, such as acceptance, acceptance. Acceptance. That's the thing we're all working for, is acceptance. Acceptance. With acceptance comes worthiness. Sassy agrees. With acceptance comes worthiness. Worthiness of what? Worthiness of acceptance. Acceptance. Why do we need acceptance? Why do we as creatures require acceptance? Because it's survival. Because we're pack animals. And that's how we survive. If we don't have acceptance, then we die. It's in nature to forget one's existence is absolute death. That's why being exiled is one of the worst things, right? It was used as a form of punishment. It's still used as a form of punishment. Solitary confinement. But what happens when that nature is broken? What happens? Do you no longer exist because you've been forgotten? Do you no longer exist because you've been forgotten? Do you no longer exist? Do you no longer exist because you've been forgotten? It's a very simple question. Only you can answer. Do you no longer exist? If you've been forgotten. Yes. Yes. But also, no. Yes, you've been forgotten in the mind, the perspective of the one that forgot about you. But you still exist. You still exist. You still exist. So, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to leave like a thief in the night. Hopefully. Hoping they've forgotten. And you no longer exist. It's like it's like a blank canvas, a do-over, and you can paint whatever picture you want. It only has to be bad if you want it to be. If you want it to be bad, then you will choose that story. And so then you will manifest the things that will make it bad. But if you want it good, well, it's a blank canvas. Paint whatever is good for you. It's your choice. Dwell in the forgotten land, right? Dwell in the forgotten land. Or start creating your adventure. Paint the good picture. With colors of moments. When your heart was illuminated. You know, like having a flashlight. Or having like that one marker that brings color to the paper. Kind of like that, you know? You could do that. You could do that. Just believe in yourself, they say. All of these things they say sound so simple. But it's having to do it that's so hard. If only someone could just tell you how to do it, how to believe in yourself. How do you do that? How do you believe in yourself? How do you see the colors of your heart when illuminated? What are those colors? I want to see those colors. I really do. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Yourself. In yourself, believe. Self. 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 Believe in yourself as if yourself is like your pet. We believe in our pets more than we believe in ourselves. So I wouldn't say it's like a pet. Or could it just be me? Poor me. Let's see. How do you believe in yourself? It's just one of those things. It's one of those things that if you repeat it, it just becomes muscle memory. Your brain doesn't have to understand it because it just listens to the sound patterns. And so it doesn't have to process it anymore. Believe in yourself. So you have to say it over and over again to understand. Believe in yourself, in your, believe in your self. And what is self? What is self? What's the definition of self? Let's look it up. Okay, so self. Definition. self definition as a crow, the bringer of news. MJ's not happy right now. I do have to get to MJ because she is feeling a little annoyed because she knows that I love her. So that's why she feels annoyed, not like desperate as in, Mommy, do you still love me? And like, clingy. Or not clingy, but it gets to that point. At first it's like, I'm annoyed because there's that confidence, right? But then later on, that annoyance, if continued to feel annoyed, can become desperation. Desperate to know that I still love her. And I don't want it to get to that point. So I do need to get to that girl. But when we come back, let's talk about self. Actually, I just peeked. So since I peeked, I have to let you know too. So, self, a noun, is a person's essential being that distinguishes them from others. Oh my gosh. Your power, your gift, right? Right? Oh, gosh. And everyone's power, everyone's gift is like a fingerprint. It's like a fingerprint. It's different. Everyone. Because there's infinite possibilities. It's infinite. And so not one power is alike. Well, what I meant to say is not one power is identical. It can be alike, but it's not identical. There's something about it that is different. And that is yourself. Believe in your unique, differentiated your individualized, made especially for you gift. Your fingerprint. What is it? What is your fingerprint in this world? What is your fingerprint in this world? On this world. In Good Dinosaur. Yes, I'm bringing up cartoons. But it's a very good cartoon. I like it. Kind of messes with your mind. Kind of shakes it upside down, right? Because the boy is actually the pet. We always, as humans, put ourselves on top. And we become blinded with the eagerness to stay on top. Anyway, this boy is a pet to the main character, And I can't remember his name. But he's the good dinosaur. Anyway, in The Good Dinosaur, they do something where so this family of farmers, they're brontosaurus, they're like brontosaurus-like. I don't know the exact genome. Whatever. I don't know the exact name of it, right? But I just felt a desperation of love. It could be my MJ. I gotta go. But let's talk about this when I get back. Good Dinosaur, there's a scene, and they have all a stamp. They stamp their handprint on that season's work. And it's like a really big deal. It's a really big deal to put your handprint on the thing. So, I guess the question is, what is your fingerprint? And how will it look when impressed upon the world? We had it backwards. It's not focus on the external to achieve the internal. It's achieve the internal. Focus on the internal. Yes. Because in order to achieve your internal, you need to focus on it. But to make it work pretty with what I just said, it's not to focus on the external to achieve the internal. It's to focus on the internal and receive the external. You can then achieve if you choose to use that word, but if you understand your internal, you wouldn't need to say achieve, because it's already yours. It's a very loving lesson that you don't really have to work for. You just make it harder for yourself. And that's the sad and unfortunate thing. You are fighting yourself. Why? Why?